Greetings, Naphtali United Methodist Church family. So I have some stuff here, and I'm going to use some Play-Doh, some foil, and some craft sticks to hopefully make a boat. So we'll see what happens. I've been thinking about it for like 5 minutes, so I mean, it should be a pretty good plan, right? So I think I'm going to take my sticks and make that the base. I've got like 5, 6 sticks here. That'll be good. And I'll take some of this and kind of stick them together. Kind of like it's the rope to hold the raft together. That'll work. Play-Doh's kind of sticky. Alright, so I got that. And then our boat needs some sides, so maybe I can use the Play-Doh to hold up some sides too. We'll see. Kind of stick that together. Oh yeah, that's holding. I don't think my boat's going to be able to be very tall, but we'll see what happens. Alright, get some more along this side. Alright, this is looking good. Alright, maybe make it a little taller. Let's be brave. We'll make it a little bit taller. Got some more Play-Doh lined up there. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Alright, so our boat should have a mast. So we'll use some of this Play-Doh to kind of make a little globby in the middle. And then we'll put this little guy here, that's our mast. Oh, we need a flag, so we'll tear some of this foil here. Use a handy dandy stick. Poke a little hole there. Poke a little hole there. Alright, now we've got a sail. Alright. That's not a bad little boat. I mean, that's a reasonable little vessel there, I think. So what do you think? Will it sink? Or will it float? Alright, moment of truth. Come on, little boat. Well, it was just a 5-minute plan. Luckily, the person in the Bible that we're talking about today got his plan from someone much better at boat building than me. Let's check it out. The last time we left off, Adam and Eve had just been sent out of the garden because they had sinned against God. Well, they had children, and their children had children, and their children's children had children, and pretty soon there were a lot of people on the earth. But the sin problem hadn't gone away. People were making choices that were against God and against the other people around them. In fact, things had gotten so bad, God just wanted to start over. He found one righteous man, a man named Noah. And God told Noah to build a boat. So Noah and his wife and their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, built a great big boat. And God told them to find 2 of every animal to take into the ark, except for the animals that they knew they would need. Animals that they would need for things like clothing and food. Animals that they would need for sacrifices later on. Those animals, they were told to take 7 pairs of. And so the animals, Noah, his wife, and his sons, and their wives, all went into the ark. And then God shut the door. Once Noah, his family, and all the animals were safe in the ark, God shut the door, and it began to rain. And it rained and it rained, and water rose up from the ground as well, until the whole earth was covered in water. So Noah and his family spent days in the rain, 40 days of rain non-stop, until finally the storm ended and the boat floated along on the water. Now, with all that water, it took a long time for the earth to dry out. So, after Noah noticed that the boat wasn't really moving much anymore, he sent out a raven. A raven is a bird that is a very strong flyer. Very strong wings. And so it flew around and around, but it came back because it couldn't find a place to land. So Noah waited, and a week later, he sent out a dove. And that dove flew around, and it came back because it couldn't find anything either. So Noah waited another week, and he sent the dove out again. This time, the dove came back with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. They were so happy. They knew that that meant that at least the tops of trees had to be showing by now. They waited another week and sent that dove out again, and this time, the dove didn't come back. Noah looked out and he could see land again. So God opened the doors of the ark for them, and they were able to come out onto the dry land. Now the first thing Noah did was he built an altar to honor God. And they sacrificed a lamb and gave praise to God for keeping them safe throughout the whole flood. God was pleased with their offering, and God set a rainbow in the sky. And it was a promise that he would never again destroy the whole earth with a flood again. Everything was created through him and for him. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. That's Colossians 1:16b through 17. Everything was created by God for his glory. And when God started over with Noah and his family, he gave the whole earth a fresh start, a way to begin again. Till next time. See ya.